Hi there, I'm Mel, and I'm going to take you through a roughly 30-minute yoga sequence where we're going to work on our shoulders and on our heart center to really move any stagnant, stiff energy that we might have there. Okay, so we're going to start in easy seated posture. Legs are crossed. You may find if your knees are higher than your hips or you're taking a lot of tension into your thighs that you just want to sit on that cushion to help raise the seat and allow the knees to drop down to be the same level as the hips. Bring the fingertips onto the mat beside you, press into them to really lengthen up through the body, roll those shoulders back and down and lengthen up through the crown of the head. And then release the hands. We're going to start with some shoulder rolls here. So bring the fingertips onto the shoulders. And we're going to start by making some small circles with the elbows. So we inhale as the elbows come out and we squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale as the elbows come towards each other. So start to make those circles larger. I'm going to bring the elbows towards each other, stretch at the back of the shoulders. Inhale. Really squeeze those shoulder blades together. And then come back to some smaller circles, come to stillness. And then we're going to take those circles in the opposite direction. So we're going to start small. Allow them to become larger. Squeeze those shoulders together. Exhale, stretch as we bring the elbows together. Allow the circles to grow a bit smaller. Bring the hands to the heart and roll those shoulder blades back and down the body. And let's just take a moment here to bow the head over the hands and have a moment of gratitude for being well enough to practice today. Good. Raise the gaze. And we're going to inhale, float those arms out, stretch through the fingers, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then exhale to the heart. Inhale, broaden the front of the body, exhale. Inhale, become aware of the abdominals here. Are you flaring your lower ribs? If so, gently tuck those ribs down, draw the belly back. Inhale, back to centre. Let's combine all of those things together here. Extend through the fingertips, squeeze the shoulder blades, draw the belly back and broaden the upper chest. Exhale back to heart. And again, gently lower, bow the head and release. I'm going to change the cross of our legs now. I'm going to do some gentle twists. Inhale, extend the arms up, and we're going to exhale here to the left. Bring the right hand in front of you, left hand behind you. Take the gaze behind that shoulder. Inhale up. If you've got any discomfort with the neck, keep the chin in line with the breastbone. And we're still warming the body up here, so don't push too hard into these twists. Inhale up and exhale those hands back to the heart. Now we're going to do a Kundalini Kriya here, which is really good at creating some heat in the body. So I'd like you to bring your right hand to hover above the left hand, hook the fingers and clasp fingers together here. We're looking to have a nice long line from one elbow to the other. And this is where it might be handy to have those tissues nearby, because we're going to do a pumping breath where we're going to inhale, and as we exhale through the nostrils quite forcefully, we're going to move the elbows one way, and we want to pump from the abdominal area here. So we're going to start slow and then begin to build up. I'm going to build up speed now. If you start to feel lightheaded, return back to a normal breathing speed here. I'm going to start to slow down again. And then come to stillness. Gently release the arms. You may wish to roll the shoulders back and down. Come to a moment of stillness. And become aware of the heat that you've started to generate now in the shoulders. And we're going to repeat that on the opposite side. So this time we are going to go left hand over right, hook the fingers together, get that lovely long line, keep the hands in front of the heart, and here we go. Begin to speed up if that's comfortable, and if it's not, just stick at a comfortable pace for your own breath, it's fine. It's the movement here that's important. Start to slow down. Come to stillness, release. And again, become aware of the heat that you've generated in the body here. Where is that heat? Is it in the belly? Is it in the shoulders? Good. So now bring the hands behind you, fingers facing behind you. Bring the feet forward with a bend in the legs, and then scoot the bottom forward so you're coming off any cushions or blocks you might be sitting on. And you'll start to feel a sense of stretch across the front of the shoulders here. Inhale here, exhale deeply. And on your next inhalation, see if you can lift the heart a little bit further, deepen that sense of stretch. Good, and then release. Gently hug the knees, take the spine the opposite way. Good. And then we're going to come round to kneeling. So make sure you've got enough padding for your knees here. We're going to be doing quite a lot on our knees. So you may wish to put an extra blanket down underneath your mat, or to if you've got any special cushioning that you need for your knees, please do use it here. So we're going to come to a high kneeling position, and it's really important throughout a lot of today's session that we really have some integrity in the abdominal area. So we do that by lifting the top of the pubic bone up towards the navel, and we keep the lower ribs here from flaring. So often when we move the upper back, we immediately flare out these ribs. We really want to keep that closing down, keep drawing the belly back and drawing each side of the belly in towards the centre, and that really helps keep the abdominals strong, so that we're working the upper back and not the lower back. So we're going to come into a variation of eagle arms here. So what I'd like you to do is inhale, float the arms out to a T shape, and as you exhale, you're going to bring your right arm over left. take hold of the shoulders, and if that's enough for you, stay there, but you might be able to bring the elbows together and then bring the backs of the hands together. Now if that's enough for you, stay there, but if you'd like to work a bit harder, you may be able to get the palms together here. So press the palms together, inhale, raise the elbows, and then as you exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together and send them down the back. Remember to keep the belly drawing back. Inhale, raise the elbows. Exhale, draw the shoulder blades back and down. And now we're going to start to make some small circles with those elbows. Maybe make them a little bit larger. This really moves into any stiff areas in the back. Take that the opposite way. Take hold of the shoulders if you're not already there. Then inhale, float the arms up. And we're going to exhale, come down into an extended child. Bring the hands wide as you need to bring the forehead down. And then we're going to release the arms behind us. Breathe into the upper back. And bring the hands underneath the shoulders. And we're going to come back up to our variation of eagle arms. So this time it's going to be left arm over right. Take hold of the opposite shoulders, bring the elbows together. And then if you can move, if you're open to progress, if you'd like to progress from here, we can bring the backs of the hands together, or the palms of the hands together. Inhale, see if you can raise those elbows. Inhale, draw the shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, draw the shoulder blades back and down. Inhale, raise the elbows. Exhale, shoulder blades back and down. And let's start to make some small circles here with the elbows again. Perhaps you can enlarge them a little. Take them back the opposite way. And then release. Inhale, float those arms up. Exhale. Come back into your extended child. Extend the fingertips away as far as you can. Inhale to raise the gaze, and then we're going to exhale and take a side bend to the right. So walk the hands across to the right, and then exhale, allow the head to sink back down again. Take the breath into the open side, so you're inhaling into the left side of the body. Inhale to raise the head, and then we're going to exhale back to centre. Inhale here, lengthen through the spine, and then exhale all the way over to the opposite side. Lower the head. Good. Inhale back to centre. Exhale. Lower the forehead. And then we're going to push up onto our hands and knees. So we're looking to have knees stacked, shoulders, wrists stacked. We're going to inhale here, and then as we exhale, we're going to start to draw the belly up. So close in on that belly, press the tops of the feet into the mat, and start to move the lower ribs down and arch up through the upper back. And then, when there's no more movement available in the upper back, that's when we start to curl the tailbone under us and take the gaze between the knees. Now let's reverse that. As we inhale, start to sink down between the shoulders. Imagine someone's got a finger between your shoulder blades and you're trying to squeeze that, sink the heart down, and then we can start to raise the gaze, send the heart forwards and broaden the collarbones whilst turning the tailbone up. So we're really trying to work into the upper back here rather than working our already very flexible lower back. Inhale. Become aware of your collarbones as you inhale. Sense them moving forwards and broadening. Exhale. Good, one more here. Exhale. And come back to your tabletop. We're going to move into a spinal twist now. So take your right hand, palm face up, directly beneath the heart. Inhale fully, and as we exhale, we're going to extend that hand away from us whilst we bring our right shoulder down to the mat. Now you can either keep supporting yourself with your left hand, but if you'd like to work a bit harder today, you can bring that left hand onto your hip. And if you'd like to work a little bit harder still, you can extend that top arm towards the ceiling. So again, we're really starting to get some movement into the upper back here. Extend those fingertips up towards the sky. Really keep reaching away with that hand if you've got that hand raised. Keep extending those right fingertips away from you on the ground. Keep sending those seat bones up towards the sky. Good, exhale, release, bring the hand back down to the mat if it's not already there. Press into that left hand and come back up to centre. And we're going to repeat that on the opposite side. So come back to your stacked symmetrical position. Bring the left palm face up. Inhale here, and as we exhale, we'll take that the opposite way. Again, you choose whether you'd like to bring your hand onto your hip or if you'd like to extend up towards the sky. Keep extending those fingertips wherever you are. Inhale, extend up. Exhale, bring the right hand back to the mat. Press into it to come back into your tabletop position. And then from here, we're just going to arch the back through a cat and a cow once more. And then we're going to exhale back onto our heels. Bring the hands into prayer. And we'll go through a variation of sun salutation. So if this is uncomfortable for your knees to be here, then actually you can stay in an upright position here rather than sinking back to the heels. Okay, so inhale up. Extend those arms up to the sky. Exhale, float those arms forward. And we're going to come into a puppy posture here. So we're now really letting the heart sink down, bringing the forehead down to the mat. Inhale, bring the hands back, come into a high cat here. And then as we exhale, we're going to tuck the toes underneath us and push back into our downward facing dog. So this is our first downward facing dog, so by all means, feel free to walk the dog here. Bend one knee as you straighten the other. And keep the movements slow and keep them controlled. And then come to stillness. And remember, we're looking for that lovely inverted V shape here. So if you're finding you're coming forward onto the hands too much, soften the knees and bring the belly back towards the thighs. And stay here rather than here with straight legs. Good. Inhale, bring the knees down to the mat. Exhale, arch up into your cat again. And then inhale, float the arms up. Exhale. Hands back to the heart. Okay, we're going to do that again, and we're going to build on this round. So we're going to inhale, float up. Exhale, down into our puppy. Good. Inhale, up to our cat. And we're going to exhale to bring that right foot forward. Inhale, come up, get your balance on your knee. And if you want to stay here, that's absolutely fine. But if you'd like to work a little bit harder, reach up through those arms. Inhale to reach up, and as you exhale, sink down a little bit further. So we're really starting to get that lovely stretch down the front of that thigh. Have a look at your front knee, make sure that it's not extending forward further than the ankle. You want to keep that stacked. Good. Now we're going to come into another variation here. So I'd like you to extend the right arm up towards the ceiling and then bring it down to, so you've got the hand in between the shoulder blades. Then take the left arm out to the side, rotate from the shoulder to turn the thumb down, and then bring the arm behind and see if you can take hold of the other hand. Now if you can't, that's absolutely fine. See if you can take hold of the fabric of your top, or you can just press your hands into your back. And as we inhale here, we're going to send the points of our elbows away and behind us. And then as we exhale, we're going to press our hands into our back. Inhale, press away. Exhale, press hands into our back. Now what's happening to our belly here? Are we flaring out those lower ribs? Keep drawing the belly back to protect the lower back. Draw the tip of the pubic bone up towards the belly button. Keep those lower ribs flaring. Keep them from flaring rather, so keep drawing them in and down. Good, and then inhale, release up. Exhale, the hands down to the mat. Tuck your back toe and then move into your down facing dog. Have some releasing breaths here. Inhale, bring the knees to the mat. Exhale, arch your back up like a cat. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, come back to the heart. We're going to repeat that on the opposite side now. So, inhale, reach up. Exhale, come down. Sink the heart down. And for some of you, you may be warm enough now and to see, rather than bring the forehead down, you may be close to bringing the chin down. Inhale. Come up to your cat. And then as we exhale, we're going to take the left foot forward. Inhale fully and exhale. Get your balance. Again, check the knee and ankle alignment on that front leg. Feel that sense of stretch down the right hip flexor and quadricep. Good. Draw the belly back. And inhale, float those arms up for our crescent lunge. Now reach up high with that left arm. Allow it to bend at the elbow and drop the hand between the shoulder blades. Extend the right arm out to the side. Rotate from the shoulder to turn the thumb down. and bring the fingertips together. This is my stiff side, my fingers don't reach this side. Inhale, send the points of those elbows back. Exhale, press the hands into the back. Inhale, send the elbows away. Exhale, press those elbows in. Keep drawing the belly back. Good. Inhale, release up. Exhale, hands either side of that front foot. Tuck your back toes underneath you. Step back into your down facing dog. And this should feel quite nice and free now on the shoulders. We've got them nice and warm. Breathe deeply. Come up onto the toes for me as high as you can. Bend your knees as much as you can. And then send the belly back towards the thighs. And then send the heels away as you raise the seat bones as high as you can. Good. Inhale, lower the knees. Exhale, come up to your high cat. Inhale, float the arms up. And exhale, come back to hands by the heart. We're going to come up to a standing posture now. So come forward onto your hands and knees and tuck your toes underneath you. And then we're going to start to unwind the legs. We're going to roll up really, really slowly. So keep a deep bend in the legs. Nod the head, shake the head. Let the head be free, let the neck be free. And then we're going to press into the feet, draw the belly back and start to roll up vertebra by vertebra. So we're literally stacking one vertebra on top of another. And then head comes up last, shoulders roll back and down. And we come into our Tadasana. So take your feet hip distance apart. Press all four corners of the feet into the ground. Draw up through the crown of the head. Zip up that belly. Draw that pubic bone up. Draw the belly in. Become aware if you take any tension into your buttocks and allow them to soften. Roll your shoulders back and down and spread the fingers, and we're going to exaggerate the movement here. So we're going to rotate out from the shoulders, palms face forward. And become aware of the front and back of the body. We're looking to have some evenness here. Good. Relax the hands. And what I'd like you to do now is take the hands behind you, interlace the fingers and clasp the hands, and extend those hands away from you. Really start to broaden again the front of the body whilst maintaining the abdominal integrity. So we're not starting to stick our tummy up here, we're keeping the belly drawn back. Then soften your knees as much as you need to. We're going to fold forward with a flat back. Extend the crown of the head forwards. And then we're going to work on raising those arms, those hands. Send the breath into the collarbones, the front of the body. Fold forward as far as is comfortable. Raise the hands as high as is comfortable. And then release the hands onto the sacrum. Release the hands down. And then bring the knees down. And then we're going to come back to where we started. Bring the hands to the heart. And again, If this is uncomfortable for your knees in a kneeling posture, by all means sit yourself on a block or come to a cross-legged or with legs straight out in front of you. Bring the hands to the heart. Inhale, extend through those fingertips. Exhale to the heart. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Exhale to the heart. Inhale, keep that belly drawn back. Exhale. One more time. Hold it. Reach out through the fingertips. Breathe deeply into the heart here. Exhale. Brilliant. Bring the fingers down by the sides. Roll the shoulder blades back and down. And we're going to finish off with some really gentle twists. So inhale, reach the arms up. And we're very softly going to turn to the left. We're going to bring the right hand in front, the left hand behind. And softly gaze behind. Inhale, come back to centre. Exhale the opposite way. Once more each time. Inhale. And don't strain yourself here. This is really, we're bringing back some ease into the spine here. So this should be quite releasing, quite soft. Inhale. And then exhale. We're going to take it forward into our child's posture. So we want to keep this quite soft, quite gentle. So feel free to make a pillow for your head with your hands. If you've got a cushion or a block, you might want to rest your face on it and just turn your face one way, or perhaps bring your forehead down. Allow the arms to relax and come down by the sides of the body. And I'd like you to send the breath into the upper back. Allow any tension to release. And then when you're ready, make your way round into your variation of Shavasana. So for some of us, that will mean we've got our feet flat to the mat, knees bent, but dropping in towards each other, so that allows the lower back to completely release into the ground. Arms by our sides. Keep the arms a good distance away from the body so that there's some air between the upper arms and the body, and that just allows the shoulder blades to release down. And walk the shoulder blades underneath you so that you keep some lovely breadth at the front of the body, so you keep those collarbones broadening. Keep the back of the neck nice and long. And of course, if it's comfortable for you, you can extend those legs away. Have the feet hip distance apart or wider, toes dropping out towards the side. And then lightly close your eyes and bring your awareness to your breath. And we're going to do a short relaxation. So keep the awareness of the breath flowing in and then out of the nostrils. Relax the scalp. Relax the face. Relax the jaw. Let the throat be soft. Relax the shoulders. Relax the arms and the hands. Let the fingers curl lightly on the hands. Let the belly be soft. Relax the buttocks. Relax the thighs, the calves and the shins. Relax the feet. And release each toe in turn. And enjoy a few more moments of peaceful relaxation. And if your mind starts to wander, don't worry. Acknowledge the thought and let it go, and bring your awareness back to the breath. Start to bring your awareness back to the here and the now. Take some slightly deeper breaths and begin to move your fingers and your toes. And I invite you to have a nice gentle stretch. Curl up into a ball and roll over onto your most comfortable side. And when you're ready, push up to a comfortable seated position with an upright spine. And then we're going to inhale, scoop up the arms. Exhale to the heart. Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed that. Have a great day.